Hey, what is up, guys? We got a very special edition of CJ's Collectibles today. We'll be taking a look at a 2014 edition of the Bicycle Playing card set. Now, this pack comes from 2014. I made this purchase at Walmart, and I can tell you that this is a very rare pack. When I went to Walmart on that day, there were only 6 decks remaining, and who knows who actually held on to their pack after all these years. So I know, just based on that, just the circulating 2014 bicycle packs going around, we could get some very good valuations if we find some good cards. Maybe we'll get an ace of spades. Maybe we'll get an eight of diamonds. Who knows? I guess we'll just have to wait and find out to see what comes out of this pack. Hey, Jeffrey, would we be able to get a close-up of the outside of the pack? You can't zoom in? You don't know how to zoom in? Well, I'm hoping by the next video you will be able to figure out how to zoom in. This is your job to handle the technical equipment of the show, is it not? Yes, yes, I know that I could hold the pack closer to the camera. I was hoping that we could have an automatic zoom in. I mean, it is your camera, isn't it? I would think that you would know how to operate your own camera. Okay, folks, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm gonna hold this pack up closer to the camera. We could get a nice look at this. Wow, would you look at that? Very classic 2014 style. They really don't make it like this in 2020. You take a look at the card packs in 2020, they're in the 2020 style. They really don't make it in the 2014 style anymore. And the thing is, everyone on the market is looking for the 2014 style these days. I mean, just so nice and refreshing to see this 2014 style in person. Okay, so if we take a look at the other dimensions of the box, again, this box was never before opened, completely sealed, and it was made in the USA. You know it's going to be great quality. All USA products, they're always best, you know that. But there's something that distinguishes this set of playing cards than all the other playing cards. They come manufactured with this feature, air cushion finish. All right, folks, so in the manufacturing process, before they seal the pack, they leave a little sliver of air in between the pack and the cards. And what this does, it acts as a cushion. So even if you keep the pack sealed after many, many years, the cards are not going to be damaged. So that's just a really nice feature. You can ensure that we're going to get some high quality cards. I think we're going to pull out maybe some of those 9 or 10 rating cards. I mean, I think they're still going to be in good condition. All right, so let's take a look at the back. Huh. You know what, folks? It looks like this pack has been opened. I don't remember playing with this pack. Maybe I played a few times with it back in 2015. I can tell you for a fact, I did not have any friends back then, so I was almost only playing solitaire. So you can rest assured that only my hands have been on this pack. And probably at most a couple times I played. So I think even if it's been opened, the quality of the cards will still be left intact. And you know what? I don't even remember opening this. So it's like we're going to be opening again for the first time. So I think there's nothing to worry about here. We could pretty much say it's a 2014 sealed pack. I mean, so what? I opened it once in 2015. I mean, who is gonna know? I'm gonna sell these cards on eBay. I'll just tell them I opened it just now. They really won't know the difference. They won't be able to tell. All right, so next thing we want to do to verify the authenticity of this pack is that we are gonna do a weight test. And so what the weight test does is that we're gonna check if the weight of the pack is legitimate. You know, with the scammers these days, what they'll try to do is they'll open a pack, they'll take out the good cards and replace it with another brand. They might even try some funny business. They might put something that's like not even a playing card. They might put a business card in there just to get it to the right weight. But the problem is they can never get it just right. It's hard to get it down to the right gram for each of the cards. And so that's why this weight test is so important. Now, for the 2014 bicycle playing card set, this should be weighing in the area of 200 grams. If we're getting a reading way off from 200 grams, then it means that the pack has been tampered with. Conversely, if we get an exact 200 gram reading, we can almost 99% be assured that this is an authentic pack. It's very hard to finagle with the weights. So let's go ahead and run this test now. And before I put this on the scale, I can tell you this feels like 200 grams. I've held a lot of different packs. I'm very good at estimating. I know what 200 grams feels like. When you work in the field as long as I have, you know, I'm able to accurately estimate the best time to sell a card, the best time to buy a card. I know I can estimate weights. This feels like 200 grams. If the reading comes back as 202 grams, I mean, I hope you don't shoot me over something like that, but I was like right there in the ballpark of 200 grams. I know what it feels like. So I think we are going to get the 200 gram reading. We're getting a 106. You know what? I think I misremembered something. Now the 200 gram reading, right, folks? That was actually for 2020 packs, 2019 packs. But I'm now remembering the actual correct reading for the 2014 pack. I mean, actually what they did was they changed the manufacturing process since then. And back then in 2014, the correct weight is 107, 106. I do remember that now. And, you know, as I was saying before, they have the air cushion finish integrated into the pack. And a lot of people are unaware of this. And the layer of air can actually add 1 or 2 grams to the weight. And so because of that, some people might get the weights a little bit mixed up. Okay, but if we put this on, yeah, we're getting 108 grams, 107 grams, just as I said. So yeah, I don't see a problem here. So it looks like we passed the weight test. Okay, so I think it's time that we open up the pack now. Let's see what cards we got in our collection. I'm really hoping for that 8 of diamonds. You know, if we get the 8 of diamonds, I know that we could fetch maybe $200, $300, and this investment will have paid off. You know, all this time I saved this pack, it will have paid off. All right, so I'm gonna open it. What we like to do here at CJ's Collectibles, we just like to also inspect the cards before we pull them out. And as you can see, it's a very snug fit. There doesn't appear to be any bends in the cards, and the cards are pristine white. So you know that that one time I was playing solitaire, I wasn't eating a greasy burger while I was playing with cards. You could tell they're very clean, and we're still able to fetch that 9 or 10 rating. Okay, so it doesn't look like any shenanigans have gone on so far. So like when I pull the cards out, I like to pull it from the top. You know, what collectors like to see is the design on the backs of the cards. So it'd be nice to look at that nice 2014 design right when we pull the cards out. Wow, would you look at that? Have you ever seen a design like that, folks? It seems that we have some type of baby doing the pogo stick. We really don't see that design anymore. This was a very authentic 2014 design, and this is what makes the 2014 cards so valuable. I would even go as far to say as the 2014 packs are more important than the 1997 packs, which are also very highly regarded. But here's the problem, folks. The 1997 packs do not have the baby on the pogo stick. What makes the 2014 pack so relevant today is the baby on the pogo stick. Now, if we inspect the side of the cards, again, just double checking, we're seeing no bends in the cards, perfectly straight, no grease marks, so everything's looking great. Now the next test that we like to do is we like to just fan out all the cards. This will allow us to get a quick visual inspection of all the cards, and we will be able to easily see if there are any tampering going on, if anyone switched out any cards. So this is always a great test that we run at CJ's Collectibles. So let me go ahead and do this test right now. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that. Huh. I don't know what happened. It seems like there were 2 decks mixed into this one pack. I don't know who else could have touched this pack. Very weird. I was the only one that I thought that I knew of who touched this pack. But you know what, folks? I'm not even mad right now. I'm not even mad. I'll tell you why. People don't know this, but the blue cards, the blue cards are actually fetch higher valuations than the red cards. And the reason for that, folks, is that when you buy a 1-pack, the reds come by themselves. But if you buy like a 2-pack of playing cards, you get a red pack, you get a blue pack. So that by definition, there's going to be less blue cards in circulation. And you know, any of these red cards, you could fetch double for the blue cards. And I think what might have happened is that someone was playing a prank on me. They took the red deck, they took the blue deck, and they shuffled them together, and they didn't think I would notice. And I guess I didn't notice for 5 years, but now I'm noticing, and I don't think it's a very funny prank, because you know what? I'm gonna make more money off of this now. I have blue cards in my deck, so jokes on them. I'm gonna be rich. They're still gonna be playing their pranks, and I think they're gonna just be working at McDonald's. They're not gonna be the same caliber of investor like me. They're not gonna be the same caliber of investor like you folks. No one's doing what we're doing. We take a hard study look at playing cards, and the general public just doesn't know about these cards. But they won't be laughing when we're millionaires. And I'm already a millionaire, by the way, so, but they won't be laughing when I'm a billionaire. So, all right. So, folks, I think everything looks good so far. I don't think there's any problems. I think the next thing we want to do is pull our first card. Now, you may be thinking, is he gonna flip over this top card? And if you were asking that question, I'm going to ask you a question. Why are you watching this show? Because the first rule of card investing is that you don't flip the first card. Why don't we flip the first card? Because you're leaving it all up to chance. If you flip the first card, you might get a 3. I mean, I can almost guarantee you flip this first card, you get a 3 because you didn't do the method right. You're going to get bad luck. No one wants to buy a 3, folks. There's no market demand for the 3. If you pull a 3 on the first card, the rest of the pack is ruined. You're not going to get any good cards after the first initial 3, okay? What you need on the first pull, you need a good medium card. You need a 2, a 7, an 8, or a 9. 9 times out of 10, if you pull a 8 of spades on the first pull, which is a good $25 card, 9 times out of 10, you will pull the 8 of diamonds next. I've seen it so many times. If you don't believe me, I'm sure it might even happen right now. Okay, so if we're not going to pull the first card, what methods can we employ to have a good, successful first pull? And I'll let you know. Now, this is a good first method that a lot of people do. I actually do it as well. What you want to do, folks, is you want to cut the deck directly in half. If you make a mistake, if you only cut a quarter of the deck, then it's okay. I'd cut a quarter of the deck. We could still go back. Just put it back in the deck, okay? Now, make sure it's about half. It doesn't have to be exactly half, but about half. You compare the two. That was a bad one because this one is a little bit higher than this one. So let's do it again, okay? All right, you want to cut half the deck. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at my fingers. They're about the same height, so we know we had a good cut. So now what you want to do from here, folks, rotate the cards. You're going to rotate, not 90 degrees. You're going to rotate it a full 180 degrees. That should be enough to get a good first pull. Now I want you to put that stack of cards back on the original deck, and we're good to go. Some people, this is the only method they employ, and I think you could have a lot of success just from employing that method. You're never going to pull a 3 when you do something like that. But I know something that will actually increase your odds of getting like a very high medium card, like a 9 or 8. It's very simple trick that I always do, and it hasn't failed me yet. I've never pulled a 3 on the first card in my life. So let me teach you that method. We're going to do that method today. So what the method is that I'm going to draw 5 cards. I'm not going to look at any of those cards, but the 6th card, immediately I'm going to flip over, and that will be our first card. I know it's going to be a good medium card. I know it's going to be a good medium card like an 8 of spades. I know that the 7th card will be the 8 of diamonds. I know the next card is going to be the ace of spades. I know we're going to have a good run with these cards. I know that somewhere subsequently we're going to get a blackjack, okay? It really doesn't get any better than that. Okay, so let's go ahead and employ this method. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, next card we're pulling over. Oh,